The fully geeked.
Yes. Good evening, good morning, good night, good day, whatever the case may be. Welcome to episode 56 of the Fully Geeked Pod.
Yes, people. Welcome.
It's good. Into the six are back.
Easy, peeps.
Full squad inside.
Marlon got fade. I didn't know Marlon knew what fade was.
That's why I was off, bro. It took. Go on.
Marlon is looking like nines right now. He's looking like nines.
Listen.
Proper like nines, though.
He's looking like nines, bro.
New album out, you know. The new album's out. Yes, nine.
I saw the intro for the new single. I said, yes, my man is back.
Fully moisturizing his lips. Jeez.
What's happening, my brother?
Yeah, man. There, bro. Everyone good?
All good,
Man, all good, bro.
I missed you guys a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
What, 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's good to be back.
Good. But your new single, Clout, is out now.
Yeah, go and cop that.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
PayPal to Marlon and stuff.
Bro, I don't want no trouble with them Northwest Church Road man, them, you know. So the money's supposed to go to nines, let the money go to nine. Yes. But what's been happening, man? How's it been going, everyone? How's everyone coping?
Burning, bro. It's burning.
This heat wave.
Enjoying the heat. Enjoying it.
I thought it was supposed to rain today, innit? Thunderstorms and everything.
It rained in my end.
It didn't.
In your ends, yeah?
Yeah, man.
It's bro, my ends were dry as hell, bro.
Serious,
Dry as
really?
hell.
Good 10 minutes.
Yeah. Not one piece of moisture in the air, bro.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. It didn't rain down here, boy.
Oh, wow.
On this side of the M25, it did not rain.
Yeah, man, we got the rain here, man.
Oh, it's hot, man.
Bro, believe I drove the other day. Yes, Sunday. I went to go pick up my brother in Kent or whatever. I had to go over the Dartford crossing, and I was like, "Right, this is near Kells End." I was like, "Yeah." I was trying to save you. I was like, "No, you're definitely on the outside of the M25, bro." Like, he was definitely. I was like, "Yeah, nah, he's not a London man no more at all, bro. He's not a London man." I tried to see, but it wasn't. Nah, you're officially out at the ends.
Oh well.
But yes, talking of lockdowns, we'll start with the weekly update. Have you not been hearing what's been going on in New Zealand?
Yes.
But I love her though. I love her, man. She's sick, man. I love her.
So New Zealand are going back into lockdown because I think one person or maybe like a couple people have now got COVID after 102 days. But I don't really understand it. So if someone knows better than I do, like, beg you.
No, because initially, 4 people got it. She locked down the whole country.
Yeah, but this is what she was saying, because I think the only people that had got it were people that were coming into the country. So, like, she was quarantining them from before they, like, as they land, they're going into quarantine, blah, blah, blah. But apparently, these people have been on the island already, or these people that have now got it. So who do they catch it from if no one else is bringing it in?
I don't know. Bro, these viruses, bro, who knows?
Don't you think she's a bit extreme?
She's a tad, but I like when she goes about. No, yeah, because that's how you meant to be. Like, no, like, straight away. This is not going to be no crisis on my land. No, it's not. Like, there's 4 people. All right, that's enough. Everyone on lockdown. Straight. Like, I like it.
Yeah, you've got to respect her in that sense, but I think going into full-blown lockdown, depending on what areas, obviously, if it's in the same area, cool, I understand locking down in that particular area, but...
Listen, Rich. The virus started in a small village in China, bro, and now it's gone worldwide. It doesn't matter where it is in the country. It can spread just like that in seconds. Do you know what I mean? So she's taking the right precautions.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
So imagine that happened here. Imagine Boris said, "Yeah, you know what? We're locking down the whole UK."
He'll never do it, but yeah.
And would everyone be comfortable with that?
No, of course not. Because we're Great Britain, innit? It's like, you know what I mean? It's how that ignorance and arrogance of ours. Look when it was locked down. It wasn't really locked down. People were out and about. Like, no one really cared, bro. You know what I mean? And it's just our mentality, to be honest, as a people, that we don't listen to, we don't obey rules, man.
So if you're saying on one hand it's a good thing, and on the other hand you say, we're rebellious.
No, I think he's saying it would be a good idea if we were to listen to it properly. And if we were going to do it properly, then I think it would help. Because like I said, the reality was they haven't had any cases in 102 days. And to be honest, I was looking at it and I think they've only had, out of 1,575 cases on the island, only 22 people have died.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at those kind of percentages, decent. Not that they're dead, obviously, because...
yeah, of course, yeah.
Before someone
it makes sense, man. It makes sense. Right. We should probably follow the same format, really.
Yeah.
Everyone should. And and I don't know if, Nate, you were going to touch on this now. Russia have come out and said they have the first vaccine.
Yeah, Russia have authorized saying that they've got a vaccine that they're going to start using.
What's funny, so now they said they've authorized it. Now, I went on Sky News just to let me see what they got to say. Oh, have they rushed it? Hold on, wasn't everybody in a rush to go and get a vaccine for it? Now that Russia have announced that they've got one or they've signed off on one, now, have they rushed it or not?
No, but but they have rushed it. It's a
rush,
vaccine.
bro. There's no way you can have a virus
they
in
go
like a
through
year
no
or two.
security checks.
Yeah, but
you might be thinking that they've got the information from someone else, isn't it?
Okay, but we're saying that. So if the United Kingdom got a vaccine and they said it's all good to go, I'm pretty sure.
Nope.
Yeah,
Bruv, the thing about medical, this is what I'm talking about, the whole vaccine thing, yeah? Like, for a vaccine to actually go through properly, it's got to go through so many years of testing.
It's like at least 15.
Yeah, it's
at
like...
least.
So when they're talking about they're going to have a vaccine in the next 6 months, whatever, I'm like, how? You're supposed to look at the safety, the efficacy, that you're supposed to test on the all normal population. You're supposed to be blind test, double blind test, all of this kind of stuff for it to be proper. Bruv, we can't do that in this time.
No, of course. Okay, I get that because I was just doing my normal LBC listening to, and a doctor came on, and a doctor was saying, for a vaccine to be put in place, like you said, they were saying 20 to 28 years for it to be official.
Yeah.
Because obviously you go through stages where the vaccine's not 100%. So I can't remember a particular vaccine you mentioned, but it said for them to know it was fully stabilized and a full-blown, a proper vaccine without any side effects was 28 years. And I thought...
That never happens, though. There's never, ever such thing with no side effects. How many people die from vaccines? Even the ones that are, signed off. They know it. People have to die. People die for it.
Just like
or kids get autism out of nowhere. They're just sick all of a sudden. Yeah.
And you've also got to look at stuff like what are the long-term effects. So I remember there was one they used to give to women, and then basically it used to give miscarriages and used to be born with babies with deformities. So okay, actually we can't give it for that. We need to give, but actually it's still used for something else. I forget the time it's given for morning sickness. But do you know what I mean? It's those kind of things where actually they're saying we can give you this medicine, but what are the long-term side effects? What's the long-term health implications?
Yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem with medicine, right? This is the problem. Everyone is different, right? So it's not like everyone has the same genetics. It will work on maybe 6 out of 10, and the rest of the people will suffer, potentially die, or it's passed on into generation to generation. We've seen that anyway. So
it's mad. They trick people with the term side effects.
What do you mean?
When medicine says side effects on it, it's not a side effect. That is going to happen. It might not happen to you, but that's something that's caused by this medicine. It's not a side effect. It's part of the medicine. You might not get it, but this is what this medicine does. But they label it as side effects. It's a bit weird when you look into it. But yeah.
Well, on a random one, and I'll say a capital pause before I ask this question. How are you man sleeping in this heat, bro?
Star.
I don't sleep, I faint in it. That's what it is. Just knock out.
We got
Yeah.
two fans on, and we just hope for the best, basically, bro.
Do you sleep with the fans on?
Yes.
So do I. Like, you know, I thought to myself, you know what, boy, screw the electricity bill, innit? Like,
Yeah, bro.
you know, them ones like, it's like, oh, let me just put it on for an hour, and it's like, no, I'm waking up at 3 a.m. and switching it back on. Because, yeah.
I can't sleep with a fan on, bro. I feel like the fan dries you out a little bit.
Yeah.
No, we've got an electric fan. I know that makes a difference, but we've got an electric fan in it. So, yeah.
What do you mean by an electric
Got a
fan?
timer.
This is where I'm confused, bro.
Because in every unless you got one of them fans, are they all electric?
No, so
I think it's still in Ghana. Isn't it? It's still in Ghana.
Some new technology.
you know the hamster.
When the generator comes on, he kicks in.
Look, that fan, bro, like has got the
So like a
blade.
Dyson kind of thing.
yeah.
Hasn't got a blade.
Cordless fan.
Yeah.
See.
Oh, them expensive
Them
joints.
expensive ones, yeah.
Oh no, we got ages ago. We got ages ago. No, we got ages ago.
No, we got it one sell one time.
Advanced
last
technology
winter.
like that, yeah.
Very when it first came out.
Yeah, no, I'm struggling. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling. The fan thing. I guess if you had a room by yourself, you could turn the fan on. But if the other person doesn't want the fan on, what do you do?
I'm finished, bro. My flat right now is 32 degrees.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, nah. I thought someone was gonna come up with like some I don't know, some secret hack that we could have shared with the audience that people would start like, oh, rah, this is a hack that them man taught us. Because I'm struggling. I don't know if there was anything else that you lot knew, but yeah.
Just boxer shorts, no krill.
Glass of red wine and
Don't open your bedroom curtain.
Red wine, you know.
Yeah, you know what?
Wine.
You
glass
just
of red wine and maybe a little smoke, if that's what you're into. I don't know. Helps some of us.
and what Mike just said. Open your curtains. That's key.
No, don't open
Oh.
them. Don't open
No,
them.
that's
That's
a
a
part.
Open them. No.
Windows, you
Open-
mean?
You mean the window, right?
I'm
You know,
saying, I
window.
said curtains.
Obviously.
I'm saying obviously the
Open your
window's
windows.
open. Don't let all the sunlight in because my room's just cool now when I go in there. So my bedroom.
But at night. We're talking about
I just
sleeping.
need. Yeah, I know, but because I don't let the heat in the room throughout the day, so it doesn't build up. So my room's always shaded because I don't open the curtains.
My friend that lived, well, my colleague that lives in Spain told me that it's probably true. You know, he said like you just keep shutters, everything, just block out the sunlight, and the room is cooler. Like, so it does work apparently.
It does, 100%.
There's no time for darkness. We only get summer once, isn't it? Like, get me?
No, but I'm not in the bedroom in the daytime anyway, so it's
Oh
not.
yeah,
It's not a
yeah, I
problem.
suppose, yeah.
But you know when you leave your curtains closed, doesn't it like I don't know, give the house like a dingy kind of smell? Like
I'm a man that opens the curtains.
I
Opens
have
the
to
windows.
open the curtains.
Yeah.
I
You have to air out the room a little piece.
I'll open it and burn, bro. Standard.
Open up the room, air it out. You know what I mean? You've been sleeping in there for X amount of hours, bro. You just need to.
I can't stand the curtains being drawn, man. I can't stand it.
Yeah. From time I have to sleep with a towel like on like on my pillow, basically. The sweat's too much, bro. The sweat is too much, isn't it?
I can't believe it.
One time I started like tapping my pillow, it started splashing.
Merv.
My pillow started splashing, you know, making splashing noises, bro.
That's the waterbed.
Full aquarium, you know. No, like that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, nah. Any of you listeners, if you've got like a little secret hack to share with us, man, please let us know, man. Let us know. All right. Well, now we got a bit more serious thing. Did all you man see the thing about? You know what? Let me not even call him what I was going to call him because I want to put some respect on his name. So let me put some actual respect on his name. Yeah, no, it didn't happen quick enough. I didn't get his name. All right, so I'll give him his actual name that he told us. Sideman or Sideman all day or whatever.
David, yeah.
David. All right, cool, excellent. David Whiteley. So last week, or was it the week before, we spoke about the fact that on the BBC, they allowed a broadcast with the N-word to appear, like, and they were talking about one of the nurses. I think it was a nurse that in Bristol.
Well, he works at NHS. That's what it is.
NHS, sorry, he works at NHS. I apologise, not that men can't be nurses. And there was a racist attack where they tried to run him off the road. Am I right?
They did.
Yeah, they ran him off the road.
Yeah.
And then the BBC had announced that when they had done it, when they had run him off the road, they had called him the N-word. Yeah. And when the BBC had reported, they obviously said the N-words. That they put a bit of disclaimer, this may offend some people, blah, blah. But, and they said, what happened? They said, oh, as the car was driving off, they shouted out something, you N-word. And then there was this big, massive hoo-ha because people were like, well, how are the BBC allowing this to kind of come on in Morning Britain? Like, not Morning Britain, but like Morning TV, whatever, 9 o'clock or something. Then there was a bit of a hoo-ha. Everyone was like, the BBC should apologise, and he didn't. And this went on for about a week. And then Sideman, I think on Saturday, he just announced on his Instagram that he is resigning from BBC effective immediately because of the fact that the BBC didn't apologise and they just allowed this N-word to kind of pop up. What are you man's thoughts on that?
Massive respect to him. I just feel, no, I think I personally wouldn't have done it because I am not in a situation where I can just resign from an organisation and go off. But yeah, massive respect to him. You know, it made no sense why the BBC didn't cover it up. Not cover it up. Why they didn't
Apologise.
mute the word. Not even apologise. They should have muted the word. And forget a disclaimer. They should have muted the word anyway. Just like how people say F word or any other word. It just didn't make sense in the first place. And automatically come out and apologise. I was surprised. Usually there's watchdog. Yeah, usually it's out straight away and they force everyone to apologise. And it's taken for Sideman to come out and make a statement via social media and say, I'm resigning. Now they want to apologise. You know, first of all, from BBC, it's a lack of poor management, first of all. And, you know, and big up Sideman. You know, I rate him. Yeah. He stood up to the plate. He, you know, it's 2020, right? We know what's happened. Black Lives Matter, everything's happening. And you allow that to, it's quite funny because you allow it to be aired.
Yes.
This is,
man.
I don't get it. I just,
The thing is, they didn't even have to say, they could have at least said the N-word or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like there was no need to really just say the word full throttle. Do you know what I mean? It's just, they had to kind of really think about it because apparently the family said to just say the whole thing, innit? Really, how it was said. But again, it's like, well, even if you said the N-word, it's like, okay, everyone knows what they meant.
Everyone knew what it was. Everyone knew what it meant.
Right.
And the thing is, what's funny, it's not even up to the family. It's up to the broadcaster, the producer. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
We wanted to say it.
Yeah, because they're in control of what. Yeah, they control what goes on what goes on there. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if every family or every person was to report something to the news and they said, "I want exactly this out" and stuff like. There's no way they would do it. Basically, innit? They'd be a bit mindful about sending things out. Very, very slack. Very slack.
I would expect someone to resign, personally, apart from obviously Sideman, but someone in the production team or the director of some sort.
But do they necessarily? I don't know. It's a very. It was a big. I don't know whether to say it's a big mistake or not, but.
Mate, you've seen it in social media, right? You make one mistake and that's it. You're off everything. It can be done.
So that's only if the mistake's against certain people.
But you know, I think there's also something about, you know what, people making mistakes and being accountable for that mistake is like, okay, well, if you just quit or something, what lessons are really learned in it? Or, you know, it's just, I think, yeah, it's true. It shouldn't have taken Sideman to basically say that, because if he didn't say anything, would anyone else raise it? You know, would they have like sort of realized, you know, actually looking back on it, we shouldn't have said that. And like, it's one of those things where it was slack, and it should have just been an apology more or less straight away. Or if it wasn't like, I mean, I guess if it was live, it's different. But it should have been.
They had 19,000 complaints.
Yeah, bro.
So for me, they should have said, you know what, actually, that could have possibly been handled differently. Because that's all it really took was, we apologise, we shouldn't have used...
Yeah.
Even if you'd explained it in the way that the family wanted to show the severity of the attack, and in haste, we use the N-word at a time when it shouldn't have been broadcast. Don't get me wrong, if that was broadcast at 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, after the watershed, fair enough, innit? Yeah? Samuel L. Jackson says it enough in his films that might have been shown on BBC at that time. But it was in the morning. Like, people are eating their cornflakes.
Well, I guess, I don't know, I guess shouldn't really be said at all. Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter what time it is.
Yeah,
it's not a film. It's not a film.
It does matter.
But it's not a film.
No, you can get away with that's why you have a watershed.
Not for the N-word. Not for the N-word. Not a white woman saying the N-word on BBC News at 11 p.m. It does not excuse it.
Just like if we watch.
So can a white woman? Okay, well, can a white woman say it at 11 o'clock at night in a film then?
No, it's a film.
It's a film.
It's different.
It's a film. It's different. They're acting. She's probably portraying a racist person in the film for her to say it.
You know,
I don't know. I'm asking the question. I'm not defining whether I know the answer to it or not. I'm just saying, okay? If a black person said the thing at 11 o'clock at night, are we okay with it?
Not on the news, no.
Not on the news, no.
So what we're not happy is the fact that we use the N-word in the news. So it's not about
any public kind of place where you share information.
Yeah.
It's not, like, it shouldn't be allowed at all. Even like, you wouldn't hear on the news at 11 p.m. Fuck off. You wouldn't hear it at any time.
So why? Yeah, exactly.
You would not hear a person say fuck off on the news any time.
You know, come on. We used to hear that man used to go in and go, fuck a right in the pussy. Do you remember that?
That's someone jumping on.
Apart from live incidences like that.
Sorry, I was just trying to lighten the mood. Bro.
Yeah. Again, any type of wording, obviously, Kel mentioned the F word, the N word. It just shouldn't be said anyway.
Yeah, just like the F word wouldn't be said, as in.
Exactly.
Do you know what F word I'm talking about?
Oh, the other F word, the one that's like a cigarette.
Yeah. They wouldn't have said that. They wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have said this may be offensive before it either. They wouldn't have done it. So why is it all right that they said that?
And I thought that woman, she should have got sacked, but she still got a job. She's still cool.
Yeah, but it's not her saying it. It's not her writing it though, right?
She reads off the telly. She reads off the screen, bro.
No, come on, you see it there. You say, whoa, hold on, guys. I'm not saying that word. She should know in herself to say N-word.
Yeah, but no, but you remember
it appears on the screen. You know, like, okay.
Come on, Kelda. You know, you get some punks at work that just yes. No, it's just yes.
Yeah, but
no, she just read it. She probably didn't even read. She didn't read it beforehand. No. She read it as she was saying it.
Come on, bro. You are just finding excuses. Yeah. I don't know why you're not finding excuses. Because if Reggie Yates said something about fat Jewish side. As I don't know in what terms he said it.
I remember the terminology he said.
Yeah, but man's not on top of the pops no more. You know.
There is no top of the pops.
Again.
The Christmas special. He's not allowed on top of the pops.
Yeah.
Again.
That's still going on top of the pops, yeah.
Yeah, but he said what Wiley said. Right? He said what Wiley said.
No, he didn't. He just said, he was describing.
No. Sorry, he didn't. No, he didn't. He said a lot. I'm not even going to paraphrase what he said. I'm not saying he said all of the hurtful things that Wiley said, but basically he said the people at the top of the music industry
are the same people, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's what he said. I remember when he said it, because he said it in the interview with Chucky.
Yeah.
On Half Past Podcast.
Yeah, and he's being slightly like, okay, you said that. I don't see Reggie no more.
No, Reggie also, he was
he's still there.
No, he's still there, but remember he had his own, like, Reggie was doing things, you know what I mean, on BBC. He has his own little documentaries and stuff like that, and all of that. I'm just saying, like, that's what I mean. It's one rule for some, another rule for others. That's what I'm saying. I'm
not saying she should have said it, right? All I'm saying is she's just a lackey or a slacky, whatever it is. She's just the person who's being told, this is what you do. Read that. It's not her choice, is what I'm saying. I'm not giving her excuses.
I'm sure she's got enough experience to know you can't say that word on the news or anywhere.
And it's on a teleprompter, right? It's live. They ain't got no minds to be able to think something else. To think, like even the N word. I'm just saying. I'm not saying she should have said it. I'm not. Listen, Kel, you're getting on like I'm saying something wrong. Get it, rude boy. Yeah.
But surely there's not a process before it even goes to the teleprompter anyway. Like someone must.
Which was there. This word may be offensive. That's their safety blanket. So do you know what I mean? I don't think she would have said the word randomly without
it's true.
that thing. And that's that in her eyes, she was saying, I'm reading from teleprompter, but this is what they've said. I've also said this word may be offensive. So she feels she's done her kind of due diligence.
Yeah, and potentially.
We're not saying she has, but she,
yeah. And that's why she said it,
bro.
Yeah, and I think there is obviously that importance that they put a disclaimer out, because they probably did. They obviously knew it's offensive and it will offend people, so they put it out there. But like I said, it's one of those. It was a poor decision, I guess, for the whole team. Like they should have just been like, actually, in hindsight, we shouldn't have done that, because there was no need to actually say it completely.
I feel like, do they want the reactions?
I don't know.
No, that's what they want. They wanted the reaction.
Do they want reaction?
They wanted
because they know who's going to be offended by it. So like they know this before they even go into the newsroom. So why?
But do you think they would necessarily want that heat after everything that's happening? Like what?
No, listen, we don't know if they wanted it, but by saying that word,
just the same way we don't know if they wanted the reaction. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
lads, I'm sweating here. I'm gonna put a fan on. If it's making bare noise, just let me know. I'll turn it off.
It's making bare noise. No. Hold on 1 second. There can't be one man that's got a fan on and every other man is in their yard sweating off.
I've got a fan on already.
I don't feel as hot, I don't feel as hot as I did the past 2 days. It's cooling down.
I don't understand why no one's got a top off.
What?
Well, I'm not in the yard. I'm in the conservatory. That's
Rich. So is anyone gonna like? Okay, cool.
You gotta say pause, Rich.
Yeah.
That ain't right, bro.
Listen. Okay, right.
Listen.
Not everybody knows that we're on Zoom, right? I'm just saying. Just saying.
Do you say every man knows we're in Zoom, or every man knows?
Not everybody knows that we're on Zoom, right? So I'm just saying.
So some might think we're in the studio. And
so if we're in the studio, you're now asking for a man to back off fuck. Bruv, see what we did there? Bruv, you're like my girl, bruv. You didn't even put a disclaimer on before what you said.
Kel, you missed that, innit?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Like Rich just come out with, I don't know why none of you man ain't got your tops off.
Right, just no need to repeat it. Let's just progress on.
All right, boy. All right, it's a bit of a madness. All right, so in the news today, there was a backtrack from the Scottish government about the results and their A-level results that they had given out to the kids. So I'll just kind of give you up to speed. So obviously we know that the class of 2020 was mucked up because they didn't have exams. So they didn't do GCSEs or A-levels like we had done in the past. What had happened was they said the teachers were going to make up grades or give them their predicted grades, and those would be the grades that they got. So us teachers went away and we had to come up with all of these kind of grades or why we believe a child should get these grades. The government and Ofcal then took these grades and they said, okay, yeah, thank you very much for doing that. But if your school basically was using to get grade 5s, the highest grade was a grade 5. This year, your school will be the highest grade you get will grade 5. You will not be saying that these kids are getting grade 7s and 8s. And they did this. And so all these kids think that us teachers gave them their predicted grades. That wasn't the case. In Scotland, they had given these kids the results and all these kids were upset because the results were lower than they'd expected. So Scotland backtracked today and said, okay, cool, we'll give you back your teacher grades. Obviously, this Thursday is the A-level results for students in England, and next week, Thursday, are the students for GCSEs. So there's going to be a lot of kids that are very upset not being able to go into college or university because of the government's interference. Is that the right thing to do?
No.
Sorry, Nate, I thought the grades were predicted, right?
No. Okay, yeah. So how it works, we sat down and we gave these kids predicted grades. But we knew that wasn't going to be the actual grades because the government were going to have to try and do something to standardize something so that it is fair. And how they've done it is that basically they look at your schools, for example, your target grades, what they predicted that you'd be able to get, and they also look at how your school normally performs. So they said they didn't want to make it so that people from poorer backgrounds were affected by it. But if you went to a shit school or a school that didn't have very good grades, you will be tarnished with that brush because historically your school hasn't had good grades.
Okay.
So even if you were the exceptional, say you was the exception, you was the A-star student, your parents just really liked this school, your brothers and sisters went there, whatever, but you were the genius. You may not get those grades.
Okay.
Yeah. Up to somewhat, if I was a student where I know I've put so much effort in, I've changed from the last 2 years, and I was predicted, by all my teachers to go and get to do numbers now, right? Or
Yeah,
A-star, whatever equivalent A-star is, and now you're telling me I'm going to get a C. Boy, I'd be vexed.
And their answer to that is, well, you can appeal if you want to, and if you want, you can sit your exams in the autumn. So you may have been studying for 5 months, but if you want, you could do the exam in September, October.
Wow.
Oh, that's cold.
No love, no love.
I felt in this day and age, why would you even have to give them grades? Like, I just felt if you was a foundation student, you get a foundation. If you was a higher student, you get a higher. That's it. Like, the ones that you're the class of 2020, it's written on your results. So people don't need to worry about whether you were going to get 9s or 4s. It doesn't make a difference.
And don't forget, these kids are already under pressure anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't know how, growing up, we wasn't under as much pressure, I felt was compared to what these kids are now. So already they've got the social media world and everything else, and this to be an added pressure, boy. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't think that's right.
Yeah. I don't know. I may be struck down by the Teachers Association. I just think they fucked up. You know what I mean? I just felt like it just wasn't really worth it, and I just feel like.
But how do you feel? What's the best way to handle this situation? Like this whole COVID situation. Like, how do you think that the government should have handled it? Results, like exam wise and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. Results. I would have just given you, like, if you was a student, I would have got, like, in our day, A to C grades. Yeah. I just say to you, you got 5 GCSEs, A to C. Like, nothing. I'm not going to give like English. You got this. Maths. You got that. Science. You got that. Whatever it is you need to get to the next step, I'd have just given you that. Because I don't think it's necessary for you to know whether you got an 8 or a 6. It doesn't. Do you know what I mean? At that point, you didn't do your exam. You're either lucky or you're unlucky. I wouldn't have gone into the minute details, because by us giving them minute details, these grades can never be comparable. This is like Liverpool winning the Premier League with an asterisk. It's never comparable. Yeah. So, for example, next season, if Liverpool don't win the league, you can't compare the two leagues because they're different leagues. Like, if next year doesn't have like a COVID break halfway through, they're different leagues. And I think that's how we've got to do it. They're just different. So, I don't know. Obviously, I tried to put my kind of 2 pence worth, and I kind of said, these are things that happen. But obviously, the government wasn't really listening to me. So what can I do? And then there were certain schools, like, I won't put it out there because I got to go to work in September. But certain schools, they kind of knew this was going to happen. So they tried to play sensible, and they kind of brought kids' grades down because they thought the government were going to bring them down anyway. But let's hope the government doesn't look at those grades and then bring them further down. So
imagine.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you're trying to be too clever.
Yeah.
But like I said, just in case any of my colleagues listen, I'm not talking about my school. Because I wouldn't do that. You get me? I is not Sideman. But in the words of, like, for me, again, like I said, with Sideman, it brought him back to the wire, and a man has got to have a code, and let's not talk about it, let's be about it. So respect to my man, because he just, he said what he had to say, and I should have said with my chest about the GCSE results, and I didn't. But I've got bills to pay, so fuck that. All right. Did any of you, man, watch the verses last week? Ricky Rose versus 2 Chainz?
Here we go. No, everyone's going to say no. Look at this.
I saw some
of it.
I saw some. I'll tell you why I saw some. I'll tell you why.
Okay,
Rick Ross. We all love Rick Ross, yeah? Don't get me wrong. Vegas, Rick Ross. Oh, yeah, rich. Anyway, but 2 Chainz, I've never liked a single word he has ever said.
Wow, a bit harsh.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth. I'm being real. I don't care. Like, there's a lyric here where he says, what's he say? My girl got a big batty, so I call her Big Batty, or some shit like that. What? That's like saying My name is Marlon, so my friends call me Marlon. That's dumb. His lyrics are poor. It's poor. Come on, let's be real. He's got nothing to say. I know Rick Ross talks about money and all that and his fake drug dealing, but I like his music. 2 Chainz, on the other hand, I can't do it. Can't.
I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't watch it, because it's just a waste of
Look
time.
at this guy. Shut up, Rich. You don't watch nothing. Shut up.
Yeah, hold on. You know, me and Rick Ross go way back. You know,
You don't.
remember that time? Remember that time in a concert, we went to go and see him, and he looked at me and went, "Huh?" Remember that?
Bro, he looked at me and Kel, realised that we had been to about 4 of his concerts before, and was shouting us out.
It was all me. I'm his biggest fan. No, but
I saw him down the high street as well, man. I must get involved in it.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I do actually.
Nate, basically, it's me that watched it, basically.
It was basically us. And to be fair, I'll be honest with you, Marlon, like, as much as I didn't necessarily like 2 Chainz' music beforehand, like, there were some good singles, bro. There were some good tracks that he had, and I didn't realise.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. My only kind of thing was, and I don't know if it was just what came out, because I didn't watch it live, because obviously we're in England and I got to go to my bed, didn't it? But so when I went to watch it on YouTube the following day, it started from like track 9 or track 8. Although they did go into like track 20 or whatever. So I haven't seen the beginning. Have you seen the beginning yet, Kel?
Nah. Well,
No, wait.
No, because all the YouTube videos start at a certain track.
We searched for it.
Yeah.
So I had to go to like certain videos that said part 1.
Okay.
That's what I had to do, just to know that, okay, so I knew BMF was Rick Ross' first track that he played.
Okay, see, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear that.
That's what I had to do. I had to go back to find out people that put part 1 and part 2 so that I can know format. But yeah, Rick Ross killed it for me, man. He just killed it. But he didn't play so many of his tracks.
Yeah.
He didn't need to.
I heard tracks I haven't even heard before, like remixes or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he goes at how he's got another 20 for another battle. Like, who wants it? I think Rick Ross could take on Drake. Like,
he could.
Yeah,
he could. 110%.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think
that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't watch it. What's the point? We know Rick Ross is one. Sorry, Nate.
But you know what it was? 2 Chainz. Like, to be honest, 2 Chainz was like, I ain't come here to battle. I just came here as a celebration. I don't know if that was him.
Because he knows he's not going to win.
Possibly, but I think it was more about the fact they were just on a vibe. It wasn't like a clash. It was just a vibe. Like, Rick Ross, at one point, Rick Ross was like, "Oh man, yo, my neck is hurting. My neck is hurting." Bro, he's like, my neck's hurting, bro. All of a sudden, he had some girl coming and giving him a massage halfway through. I said, this nigga here. So, this N-word here. Sorry, apologies. I don't want to, you know what I mean? But I was like, wow, this guy is something else, bro. Something else.
You might Miss Murph trying to kill a fly, bro. It's funny.
Listen. He's been buzzing around me the whole time, man. He used to die.
But just on a quick backtrack, the N-word thing. Do you guys remember that Big Brother with that? He just said it. He just literally just said it. Remember that Big Brother with that footballer's cousin, that mad one. She was a cousin with some guy from Man United. Anyway, she was a bit loud, but anyway, she used the word. I'm gonna say it for you guys' sake. She used the N-word all the way through the show. But they never bleeped it at all. But no one else could say it, and people would be like, "Why couldn't she say it?" And it was like, "Because she was black." I'm just saying, I don't know why we are saying the N-word on our show. Anyway, sorry, Nate, carry on.
I apologize for saying the N-word.
Okay, you misunderstood what I'm saying.
No, Marlon's saying that you shouldn't apologize.
Oh, I shouldn't apologize. Oh, sorry, bro. Do you know what? Okay, I'll be honest with you.
Why?
At that moment,
what? Who are we to apologize?
Marlon,
need to apologize.
I don't need to think. Okay, I'll take my apology back. I
understand.
No, but I apologize for you because I wasn't listening. Someone came and asked for their car key, so I was distracted.
I could tell.
To be fair, no one should be using that word in general.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I understand that. But if someone says it, that's like freedom of speech, man. All this having to control what you say. I don't think
it should be used at all. To be fair. I'm indifferent. I don't think it should be used at all.
I don't use that word.
I don't use it. I'm just saying if it comes out naturally in a way where this guy said blah blah blah, say what he said. I'm not a news person. I'm not a white woman reading to the nation. I'm talking to my brothers. We're talking to people being real. That's just me. I don't know. You watch movies where people say nigger. Don't watch those movies then, because that should be really offensive. Just me. Carry on, Nick.
I was gonna say
Over
anyway.
to you.
Rick Ross and 2 Chainz, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a part where obviously Rick Ross took off his shirt. I'm like, what's he taking off his shirt for? Like, I see some woman come giving him a massage. I'm like, here we go. And then 2 Chainz throws on some stripper joint, and then strippers start coming out.
Yeah, no, it was
dancing.
There's a lot.
I was like, yeah. But no, it was a good little show, man. It was a good little show. But I think Rick Ross, he needs a better competitor to go against, basically.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay, there was 2 things. There was one thing that happened, yeah. So at one point, they both dropped new singles that were releasing that Friday.
Yeah.
So 2 Chainz dropped a single that he was releasing, and Rick Ross dropped a new single. But in Rick Ross's new single, yeah,
fuck Terry Crews.
he says fuck Terry Crews. He's a coon that got paid, and I was like, I felt for you, Mike. I fought for you because I know that's your guy. Obviously, your program that you love watching. Why is Mike looking at me like he doesn't
Mike's
really...
lost.
I know.
What program is that, Mike?
Everybody Hates Chris.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was, but that's not the program we're talking about. It's Brooklyn, Jesus. But this is what happens when he doesn't have the telly.
That was a smart answer. It was a smart answer.
It was. But yeah, so I thought, I don't know. Are we dissing Terry like that?
Yeah, apparently, I haven't been seeing this, but apparently he's been coming up with some mad, opinions and views.
Oh, is
the
it?
whole Black Lives Matter. Yeah. He's been saying some wild stuff.
Okay.
He's kind of like an all lives matter kind of guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the kind of lyrics he's been saying on the social media kind of stuff. That's why he's been getting a lot of hate from.
And I think it built up from. Remember the last time he said he got with the Me Too movement.
Oh yeah.
Oh, when a man touched up his crotch and he allowed it because he wanted a role in a movie.
Yeah, and Black Twitter just didn't get it. How the hell, this guy just having it.
But it's just, I think it was also to do with his size, though. He's a big guy, bro. Why are you letting this?
Pause.
No, I'm talking about physically. I'm talking about his size.
That's why you're gonna say pause. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll capital pause. But I clearly was talking about his stature. Never mind. Don't forget.
It wasn't clear.
All right, Mister. All right, Mister. Can everyone take off their top to be on the bloody podcast? Hold on. He just stuck his tongue out at me. I don't know. Did you man see that?
Sorry.
Thankfully, I looked away at that time. Thankfully.
I did a shower after seeing that.
A little weird wiggle with it as well.
I feel dirty. I feel dirty.
When you guys are ready, anyway. When you guys are ready.
Okay. All right. That brings me on to same music thing. So I put in the group, but on what days I messaged you, man? Sunday? I can't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday. It was Saturday, I think. I was driving down the road, going through Apple Music, and they had this latest hip hop tracks or whatever. So the first track that came on was a track by what's my man name, Kel? The one from Manchester. Bugsy.
Oh, Bugsy.
Bugsy's new track. Shout out Bugsy's track. Big track.
Big tune. Welcome back.
And they put that the Dead, Drake and Heady One, and I thought, okay, cool. How he gets away with rocking a single, calling it a freestyle is unbelievable.
That's what I'm saying, bruv.
It's nonsense. It's nonsense. It's nonsense.
Don't get me started.
Dropping a whole album, calling it a mixtape, he can get out of here.
I know.
But then the third track came on, and I was driving, and it was, bro, I'm not gonna lie, my music's loud. Everyone can hear my music, hear what I'm saying. Occasionally, if I miss the podcast, I have to turn it down because sometimes I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, I had to turn this music down. I turned the song down. I said, "Whoa, this is a bit too much." People are gonna think, "Why is this brother driving at 9 o'clock in 8? It was 8:30, 8 o'clock. I was going swimming. Why is this brother driving, listening to this kind of profanity early in the morning?" The track I was listening to was WAP, yeah, which is by Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. Have you man heard the track yet?
Wait. Do you know what
Nicki Minaj?
Do you know what stands for?
Wet ass pussy.
Yeah.
And it Cardi B.
It's Cardi B. It's Cardi, innit?
Yeah,
Cardi, not Nicki. That's how you know I don't
Yeah.
listen to them cheap people, to be honest. But yes, Cardi B.
Yeah.
Have you not heard the track?
Yeah.
I've heard it.
Indeed.
I've seen the video more than once, but yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Are we all right with this kind of like? Is it like everyone do their thing?
It's not a shocker. Like when I saw those two on the track, I knew what it was gonna be. As soon as you see them, and just you know what's gonna be in it. Like,
to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea.
Oh come on,
And
come on.
No. What do you mean? I had no idea.
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. What's it about?
That Stallion, I follow her on Twitter, but I heard one of her freestyles. I thought, oh yeah, she's big, and I followed her. And when I thought,
Sorry, one second. You followed her, what, on Instagram or Twitter?
Twitter.
Okay, cool. Do you follow her on Instagram?
No.
Okay, cool. All right.
The guy that's contaminated our Instagram, yeah.
No, sorry. I find it hard to believe that you follow her on Twitter and you haven't followed her on Insta.
He's lying,
Bro, he's lying, bro. You know the head where he went.
Okay, but because what it was, he said I followed her because of one of her freestyles.
Yeah.
You didn't follow her because of what she looked like.
No.
The computer says that is a lie. But carry on.
No, and I followed her because of one of her freestyles, and I forgot all about her. I haven't seen her post anything for ages. And then obviously everyone's talking about this tune, and I thought, okay, cool. And I saw the video and I was thinking, Jesus Christ almighty, this is very interesting. Like Kel said, he watched it a couple of times to make sure what he visualized was what he visualized. And yes. And I'm pretty sure it's got a few million plays.
Of course.
But we've seen worse than that, though, right?
No.
You know what it is? For me, I can't remember the last time I watched a music video. Do you know what I mean? And to see that, it just reminded me of, like, you remember like back in the day when that Tupac How Do You Want It tune come out, and what's the NERD and that lap dance song, and and I was like, this is all shocking stuff, isn't it, when you're seeing
Ellie tip drill with the one with the video, and he gets the credit card, swipes it in the
and it's like 20 years later, then I'm seeing it again. I'm like, okay, I'm not as shocked because we've seen it before, but to be fair, I barely even know Cardi B in it, so I don't even like the other one, Meg, as well, I don't even know at all.
I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it free, make me scream, out in public, make a scene. Put this pussy right in your face, swipe your nose like a credit card. Nah, it's cool. It is what it is. The thing is, I guess it was just shocking because I didn't expect to hear it so early in the morning. But also because you have like a whole movement, of like these young girls that know all of these kind of tracks, lyric for lyric. And it's more about that, I guess, I was kind of a bit like, raw. Because there's other girls, I can't remember what they called, to be honest, I don't listen to that music, but there was like other tracks where they talk about this kind of like women embracing their sexuality kind of stuff. And the girls know all the lyrics. And I just don't want to go into school in September and I'm hearing kids singing this in the corridor.
We was there once upon a time. When you're thinking about all the music we listened to as teenagers, or even in primary school, like we're just singing along to it, like,
I listened to it because of the block.
Yeah, because of the block, yeah.
Step by step.
And it's only like
innocent.
It's only a couple of years later. It's only a couple of years later we're realizing, wow, this is what this all means, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like in primary school, there was a song that I wanted to sing at our end of year kind of performance. Like, you know, in primary school, you do kind of performances before you leave. Yeah. And it was a song by K9, I think it was called Come Baby Come. Yeah. And I remember my teacher said, you're not allowed to sing that song. And like at the time, we was like, what are you talking about, Mr. Taylor? All he's saying is like, come, baby, come, like that. And obviously I went to a church school as well, so we clearly couldn't sing this, yeah? And it was only years later that I got it, and I was like, oh, Mr. Taylor was right. We couldn't have sung that song in school. But at the time, I didn't know what it was about, innit? But yeah, so I guess there are some things like that.
Nah, going back, sorry, Merv, you're right. You're 100% right. There's so many songs that I'm now thinking of, like, wow. Even them songs that they used to play in disco, one's come to my mind. Do you remember this Relax track? Relax. Don't do it when you want to. But we used to sing, in school, in primary, we used to sing, relax, don't do it, pick your nose and shoot, or something like that. Innocent. Thinking about that now, that's deep.
1991 remix, boy.
It's like Doggy Style. Like I didn't know what Doggy Style was, but I was listening to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's that, stuff like
But-
that.
When you wanna come, like he's actually saying it for you in the whole track. Right, sorry guys. Pause. I think I need to pause.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you had to.
This is innocence, but I think now the youth are just clued up now.
Yeah,
Whereas we wasn't. We were
Yeah.
just like,
Innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I know exactly what that means. Go to
Yeah.
your room.
Got a quick question. So if it was hip hop guys doing that kind of tune, what would be the feedback from that?
What are you talking about?
As in,
No,
if it was the man them singing the track,
Yeah.
but not a track similar, saying them kind of lyrics, would you be as offended because the
There
man
is
them are
though,
talking
again,
about?
there is though, isn't it?
Probably not as much.
All the time. There's
Like Wayne Marshall.
No, but I guess currently, okay, even if you went back to somebody like, oh, what was her name? Who's the one from Birmingham, Kel?
or male,
Female, take 6 man from the back, la la la. What was her name again? Oh my God, do you remember her name? No, it was, remember she came out, she did like a couple tracks, she did a couple tracks with people like Margs and that. She was on it. Oh, what was her name? She did an interview the other day on ZZ Mills and like she talks about how much she's changed.
I don't know, but even the gassed up lighties, them.
Yeah, I don't know them, but yeah, they talk about that stuff.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
And I guess it's more. I guess what it is just because it's coming from females, and we expect to be females to be pure and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not forget. Let's not forget Lil Kim, man.
Little
Kim,
Yeah.
Foxy
Patra.
Brown.
Yeah,
Patra, yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rich, men do all the time. Male rappers do all the time.
Man.
No, but what he's saying is, are we offended because it's women, or would we still have the same kind of thing if it was men?
I don't even feel offended, to be fair.
I'm not offended. Who's offended?
I'm not offended at all.
No, I'm just saying when it comes from women, it's more acceptable.
I wish my sisters wouldn't express themselves so expressively.
Vividly.
Like, yeah, it's a bit much. Keep that for your man, no? A little bit. Like, how does your husband feel? Like, wet and gushy, and you know the song. You know the
He's
video.
got
I'm gonna watch it after the pod. Huh?
He's got a beard. Well, I'm trying to wet it. I let him taste it. Now he's diabetic. I don't want to spit. I want to gulp. I want to gag. I want to choke. I want you to touch that little dangly thing that swings in the back of my throat.
Parental advisory for this podcast today, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Cardi B, isn't it? That's Cardi B's version.
Yeah, that's her verse.
She goes in. She goes
hard. She goes hard. All right, pause on that one there. I apologize. But yes, so that was that. And then after that, music-wise, I don't know how much we can really talk about this, and I guess it's just going to be me and Kel again. But we spoke before about Solo 4-5. And
why only you and Kel?
Sorry, Rich, you can also talk about it. Sorry, I apologize, Rich. Apologies, Rich. Rich wants to talk about it. All right.
No.
Solo 4-5, he's got 24 years now for raping 4 women and holding them against their will.
Yeah.
What's our opinions? I feel like no one's really talking about the fact that Solo 4-5 is now going to prison for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what?
No one's
fully deserved.
Yeah, it's fully deserved, but no one's talking about it. Like,
No one.
No one. Like in the grime scene, like no one's like. It's weird. It's weird. You know, like when
it feels like he's a
grime scene
protected man.
Crime. Yeah, no, I thought it's protected, but you know, like example said that when Wiley was saying on this film about the whole anti-Semitic whatever. Like his example said that he didn't hear nothing from the grime scene, like in regards to the grime scene sort of said something like,
yeah,
no, Wiley, stop, like this is wrong, stop what you're doing, but no one said nothing. The same thing with this Solo 4-5 where like no one's come out and said, you know what, he does, like it's a good decision, it's right.
No, done before. People have come out. People have come out.
Like who?
Like loads of artists. Well, I'm on Twitter, right? So I see all this people coming out with information saying, "Yeah, this is unacceptable. There's no way that you can justify it."
Artists for the grime scene.
Yeah.
Could you give an example of one?
Oh, come on, guys, come on.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
But we're talking 3-4 weeks ago now. Since, do you know what I mean? It was kind of stated that he was.
It ain't been 3-4 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks.
2-3 weeks then. But I don't have that now. I'm not going to have it now.
I hear you. But yeah,
To be fair, the only people that haven't said anything regarding it is the guys from Boy Better Know, and that's the group he was part of.
Yeah, I feel one of them should have.
That's the only circle that hasn't said anything.
Mm.
Everyone else has come out.
And I feel they should have said something. I thought they should have.
Yeah, they're part of the group. They're
Yeah.
the group, weren't they? So they should have come out.
I think some of them said they didn't know that he was doing them things.
It's lying.
No, I don't think. I feel like, to be honest, I couldn't. If somebody said to me, "Oh, one of you man are a bit, I don't know, freaky deaky," I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that. Do you know what I mean? And we're around each other all the time. I wouldn't know that. Bro, he waterboards chicks. Like, that's not something that you tell your man them, innit?
Who?
He waterboards chicks. You know, like them prisoners of war where you cover their face with a towel and you throw water in them so they feel like they're drowning.
Oh yeah.
Like that was one of his kicks.
Torture. Yeah.
Yeah, torture. Bro, no, I'm never gonna know that. If you man like to get spanked, how am I gonna know that? I won't know that. Pause.
I'm like, boy.
Bro, I saw so many men look up to the side like, "Sharp, Nathan," and keep it moving.
But do you know what? But listen, but you got to remember, right? These guys all go on tour together, right? They all know each other more or less inside out and what everyone else does. They've travelled the world together. If you're trying to tell me you don't know how an individual is in a group, then I'd be very shocked.
Yeah, because like if certain things came out,
you won't be shocked. You won't be too
yeah,
shocked.
I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll be like, you know what? I always knew. Do you know what I mean? You'd be like, there'll be telltale signs. Do you know what I mean? Little telltale signs, just by little things that they like or little things that they blurt out when they had a couple of drinks. You know what I mean? When they start freestyling, certain things come out in the freestyle. But yeah, that one's there.
Bro, that reminds me of what's it called? Don't Be a Menace in South Central or Drink Your Juice in the Hood. When my man comes out of prison, he's doing the thing, he's going, "You can lock me up." I was like, "Lock me up. Throw away the key." Don't you just love when the sun of the soap rolls on the menu and crack your ass? I was like, whoa.
And that fake laugh.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's the up to date of what's been happening. Is there anything else going on that I've forgotten?
Yeah, about Predator. I don't know if Predator's originally from the grime scene. He was a producer. He made probably a tune you guys might know, On My Mind with Jordan Smith.
Yes.
Yeah, so randomly, he's never on social media. He's got an account, obviously. And then he started posting stuff. I'm in Egypt. I'm being held here. Somebody come and save me. So it's just erratic, a wily erratic, loads of stories going on. You thought, wow, what's going on?
Oh, is he having an episode?
Yeah. So it's a case of where he has obviously mental issues, having a breakdown. And he's saying, people, this is going to be my last story. I don't think I'm going to make it alive, etc. So everyone was quite emotional and thinking, wow, what's going on? This is someone from the grime scene who's come up, made a massive producer, and is known more or less everywhere. But he's got a brother called C4. Don't know if you guys have ever heard of him before, but I didn't know it was his brother until this is all kind of kicked off, and his brother got a flight straight to Egypt, and apparently they're meant to be coming back today.
Are they Egyptian?
No, they're from Kenya.
Oh, okay.
They asked me why he went to Egypt, but he was saying someone from Egypt is blackmailing him. So his mind was just...
Yeah, man. So we've got to look out for our people, man. Like, especially with the mental health thing, because the mental health thing, you can see certain things in your boys or in your family or friends.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And
I think they might have seen something, and he said, "I need to go away for a little while," and that's probably why he went to Egypt.
Okay, without going into too much detail of, like, I guess my people that are close to me, and I know sometimes when it comes to stuff like mental health and stuff like that, sometimes it very much focuses or centers around religion or what we know of certain things from the Bible and stuff like that. So I know of people that have gone back to if they're having an episode, they've gone to Israel, or they feel that someone's told them to go to certain places. So sometimes, even like Egypt, that could be a place historically that has been in stuff like the Bible and all those kind of things. So sometimes you feel like that's your calling to go to those kind of places.
Yeah, to take away.
To kind of, do you know what I mean? And like I said, without going into too much detail and like talking people's business, they don't want me to talk about. I know people that have gone back to like to go and bathe in the River Jordan. Do you know what I mean? Because they felt that that's what their spirit was telling them to do and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I guess, yeah, with mental health, you just have to be very aware and look out for people, man.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, you won't, unless people talk, you don't really know. I guess it's always important to just keep on checking in with people, man.
Yeah, for real.
There's another thing that happened this week, health-wise. Notes, innit? Man at Notes. He's like a, what is he? He's a hook specialist, innit? Little guy that's like Aladdin and Addison Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, he said that middle of the night now, he just woke up screaming his heart. Like, basically, his heart stopped working properly for 2 minutes. So he woke up screaming, you know what I mean? Ambulance and all that. And thankfully he's all right. But he's like, yeah, like he's a young guy, looks healthy, do you know what I mean?
Who is he? Who is he? Notes,
yeah.
Notes.
He's from Manor House.
You know Addison Lee?
Yeah.
Long thing called Madison.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of stuff with, is it Mabel?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically his heart stopped working properly for 2 minutes, you know.
Wow.
While he was sleeping, like easily could have just died in his sleep easily. You know what I mean? So man or girls, like any sort of feelings you have or any sort of like discomfort, like go for checkups, man. Listen, I'm the worst for that, to be honest. Like I don't really go for checkups, but like these little things that happen to people that are younger than me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Notes is only 22, bro.
Huh?
Notes is only 22.
There you go, 22. Do you know what I mean? So like, we just gotta go for checkups, man. Make sure we're keeping healthy, especially in these times where we can't go too many places. Just try and keep fit and eat healthy, man. Yeah.
Mike, what age do we have to go for that checkup thing?
I don't know. I think you can. Look, if you're curious about anything, just ask your doctor in it, and then they can give you the information.
No, Mike, you've been quiet this whole episode. We're just trying to get you to talk. That's what it is, Mike. You know.
I know. I haven't followed a lot of these things, so.
Mike's more interested. I think this one should have been out of film because Mike is doing the most, bro. He's got backgrounds, filters. He's doing the most.
Shades. Yeah.
You know what it is? I'm just still adjusting to these new headphones I've got. I know they're a lot better, but
here we go.
Yeah. No, I'm just.
Well, use them for crying out loud. Talk.
Right. Yeah, but you lot are talking about stuff like this whole thing, innit? Like when we go to the next section.
Get out of here, man.
All right. Well,
yeah, check your doctors if you need to sort yourselves out, innit?
Thanks for that, Mike. And that leads us on to, let's go on to the next section. So, this week we had the season finale of Doom Patrol.
Yeah, man.
I'm not going to ask who watched it because I know there's like 4 of us that have watched it, 3 of us that have watched it. So, season finale, was it worth it?
There's 4 of us. Yeah,
wasn't really the true finale though, was it?
Yeah,
well, they said there potentially could have been an extra episode. There potentially would have been 10 episodes, they think.
Yeah.
But obviously, they haven't. So we're going to call it the season finale, which was Wax Patrol.
Yeah, I'm not having it as a finale, but it is what it is.
Okay, the final episode in the season.
No, I understand what you're saying, but because all they needed to do, they just couldn't get back to the reshoot for like a couple of scenes of episode 10. That's why I'm even more pissed, especially when you watch that like episode 9. But it still leaves it in a good place, like to pick up from. I think, yeah. It's
a good cliffhanger. Like all the stories are the cliffhanger. So it's like, wow, what's gonna happen? Like, it was good. I liked it a lot.
And I think I was interested because remember we spoke about earlier in the season is that all of them were kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So we needed something for them all to come back together at least.
Yeah.
And then I was a little bit disappointed because they all came back together and the first thing they did was all go off by themselves. Like they said, you got to like things in your dreams, like whatever. They all just went off by themselves. I was like, bro, come on.
I mean, we all said it. Cliff ain't making a wedding. We all knew.
Yeah.
I felt for him, though, man. I felt for him.
See man fighting Jesus, bro.
Joe, too funny.
Too much, you know. I've never seen Jesus move like that in any rendition of him, you know. Not even Family Guy, bro.
Trust me. I was no patterns. I'm beating him up, boy.
Marlon, he looked like the traditional Jesus. He didn't look like the Jesus that you come
The
to
real
know.
Jesus.
He looked like the
Jesus.
traditional.
He looked like the real one.
Yeah, he looked like.
He looked like Caesar.
Yeah, long hair, all of that.
Oh, not the real one. Okay.
Okay, you go back to mute now.
It was just TV Jesus. That's it.
Yeah, it's TV Jesus.
It wasn't the Jesus biopic.
For the masses. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate you.
Come on.
Yeah, but what do you think's going to happen to Jane?
This is it, man. Because that Miranda woman is not even Miranda. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, what's that all about? Who is she? What is she? What's her plan? Like,
it revealed it. Did you not see it? Who it is?
No.
Oh, did you not watch the end credits?
No. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes when the music comes on, I kind of just lock off the program.
Yeah, it's locked off. What happened? No, I don't mind.
Okay. So that character, that's actually, she's got a persona of her dad. Daddy. That's her dad. So it wasn't Miranda, it's her dad pretending to be Miranda. But now she knows that Miranda's dead, so we'll see what happens in series 2.
Well, the dad that was torturing her.
Yeah.
There's an emergency awesome episode on the what you're talking about, Mike. Just so you guys know.
Okay.
Oh, is that what you did? Did you watch Emergency Awesome?
No, I watched Doom Patrol to the end.
Okay, no, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's her dad, because I think they question, and then it kind of like just ends there. So Jane hasn't sort of come back yet. So yeah, good cliffhanger.
Because Jane found out in the world that
that Miranda's corpse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What about Dorothy?
She got to fight the candle guy, yeah? Or what?
Candle maker.
Yeah, we don't know, innit? It's cliffhanger. Because they would have had a battle. Obviously, she's got one wish left. So would she have had to use that wish to defeat him and her? Or, like, I don't know. It's just like, we don't know anything that's going on.
That's what I mean. It's just one of those cliffhangers that nothing was clear.
Like, the chief had that poison to kill the daughter, innit?
Yeah.
That's what his original plan was. So he's still got that. Will that be used to do something else? Like, there's all these little loose ends and stuff. So, but, yeah.
Cliff got blown into bits, man. My boy Cliff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed the episode, to be honest. I did enjoy it, and I did what I said I was going to do. I didn't watch it back to back with Stargirl, so it was a little bit more clear in my head. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Doom Patrol, it's a weird one because, again, if I explain it to somebody, I can't really explain it to somebody without me saying, just sit down and watch the episode with me. But I'm here for it. I'm fully engaged to be for season 3.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's
still a solid season, but I prefer season 1 than season 2. It's still solid, but I prefer season 1.
Yeah, so season 1 was like, what the hell? But it's still kind of what the hell, but I know what you mean. Yeah. But like, the imaginary friends killed me as well, man. It's random.
Well, yeah, I thought it was a good twist. I mean, get different things involved. I thought it was like,
yeah.
So, all right, on a random, just because I've never watched it, what's better, Doom Patrol or Titans?
No, you see, this is the thing. They're completely different.
I think I enjoy Doom Patrol more. To be fair.
Yeah, because Doom Patrol is so left field that you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Whereas Titans is
maybe because I didn't really know the characters in Doom Patrol too much. Yeah, it's like they're just completely new to me. Whereas I have big expectations from Titans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you know the characters so well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when they don't live up to the set expectations, you're like, oh, come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if you just look back on the 2 series between Titans and Doom Patrol, Doom Patrol just had 2 decent series, like all the way through.
Yeah.
Like Titans, kind of like, even though we like it, we were kind of like just willing it on to just be better.
Titans, the first season was good, Titans, the first season, but the second season started off poor. in the middle got a little bit better, then it ended bad. Do you know what I mean? So it was like a
Yeah.
up and down. So yeah.
To be honest, I was just waiting for Nightwing, isn't it? Really. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
when he came, I was like, is that it? Like,
Yeah. At the very end,
Yeah.
like last
Yeah.
10 minutes.
So I made the right choice watching Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be that disappointed if Titans as well, to be honest. But
Titans is like Doom Patrol light, mate.
it's like Doom Patrol. What?
Doom
Like,
Patrol light. I'm just trying to get Nate on it, innit? So,
Uh-oh.
like Coke Zero, it's like Coke Zero.
Uh-oh.
same taste with no sugar.
yeah.
Hey, Coke Zero is big, you know. Don't knock it. Don't knock it.
Brother, I don't even drink Coke, guys. All right. Well, that led us on to the finale of Stargirl. So Stargirl had their finale this week as well. Well, yesterday, as the thing was. It was Stars and Stripe Part 2. It's a weird one because I remember earlier in the season, one of the Fully Geek ladies says that they can watch it with their kids. And I was like, no, you can't really watch it with your kids. But then I did today.
Oh, is it?
And they followed it perfectly fine.
Is it? A bit violent, though.
That's what I said. Do you know what I mean? But like, they were fine with it. But what do we think of that episode? It was all right.
The end dragged, boy. Bloody hell. That was a long end, man.
Oh, you mean like when they had the credits and then they had the final reveal?
Oh, yeah.
So when
Yeah.
they're both flying, Stargirl and Stripes.
Oh, yeah.
In,
Yeah, that was long as well.
And then, then Starman. It was a very long ending.
It returned to its cheesiness of the intro.
Thank you.
At the beginning of the series.
Yeah, so it became corny. Like the ending part became corny. Very
Do
corny.
you not think that was just because of the fact in season, because the episode 1, they started the kind of the big fight, and the big fight could only last so many minutes within the 2 episodes. Once that's kind of over, it's like, what do you do with the rest of the 40 minutes?
Yeah, they could have still. They didn't need to go super cheesy though. Like, it's just too much. Like,
I guess also now they definitely knew there was going to be a season 2, so you didn't necessarily have to do it that way. But it was a nice kind of ending.
Yeah. No, it was a, like I said to you, I just thought it was just corny. It was just corny, the ending. But I mean, again, cliffhanger and just like that new guy that I didn't even notice in the picture, to be honest, with the shades. Where's he been all this time? You know what I mean?
In the shades.
Is he a magician? What is he?
Just like a shadowy, misty. I think he can sort of change between like physical form and then like a smoke form or some shit.
Okay.
I don't know. But I thought that episode, the way that they just dealt with the baddies, like, I thought, come on now. Like the whole series,
Thank you.
These brainwave and that, you can't mess with them.
They were bad men.
You get me? Like, I'll give the girl, the Catwoman, her little blind for killing me, because, okay, it was a bit...
That was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good one. That was good.
It was quick, but she did it, like, okay. But the end bit, it was reminding me of, like, Scream films or whatever it was, you know? Like, where like she stands in the road and the bus just runs them over at the end of the film.
With the youth man, you're talking about, oh, can I now be a part of the JLS?
Yeah, you know what I mean? But tell me you wasn't waiting for that Terminator 2 thing to happen where he melts and just reforms.
That's what people were saying. Like, he's gonna melt a form. But
I guess what they were doing though was they were killing the adults. So now you've now got a new. So now it's all the adults are dead potentially. It's now kids versus kids, isn't it?
Yeah, what did the girl? What did she hold that diamond? What is that? You know the evil girl.
Yeah, I think there's something in it like that she can release. I think it like possesses them. It's similar to like the pen, but different. Because you know that pen that's still in her room. Like that's got some genie in it or something, and it needs a host. So that thing, what she's got, is similar, but it's got some sort of godlike thing in it. From I think the character, whatever it is, links to Darkseid, like to that sort of time. So it's a powerful being, but probably not as powerful because it's TV. But like her motives in series 3 compared to like that son with the trumpet, they're all going to have different motives if they do reform the JSA. So the Injustice Society. So it'd just be interesting to see.
I like how she killed her dad. I like how she killed her dad. Like I thought, that's what I like about this program. They're not petting. They don't like you're not. It doesn't matter who you are. You can go. But my only fear is I just don't want the CW to ruin it, man. That's my only thing.
Yeah, like Starman coming back, like really.
Yeah.
Like that was not needed at all.
Do you think they'll tie that into Infinite Earth like that?
I hope not.
And say this is why it's like this because of the timeline thing.
No, if that happens, then some of the enemies can come back in it.
Yeah.
I just hope CW doesn't get. Well, they're going to be involved, but I mean, just leave Flash and all those guys out of it, man. Just leave it out of it. Let Stargirl do her thing, and that's it, man.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes on. So yeah, shout out that was decent. I enjoyed Stargirl. I have no idea what I'm going to be watching for the next couple of weeks, to be honest. Now they're both
Heroes. This you do.
Oh yes, obviously I still watch the Heroes. But sorry, that's what I'll be watching, Heroes. And then I'm thinking I might go 24, or I might go back to Prison Break. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna watch Prison Break after the Heroes. Yeah.
Did you start Dark, Nate? This guy don't want to watch Dark.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm yet to start series 2 of that, man.
Bro, I watched 2 episodes. I haven't continued. That's not because I haven't wanted to.
Man, I just finished it yesterday. Dark.
Have you? I haven't finished yet.
Yeah, I just finished.
Don't spoil it.
No,
Now, Nate, for real though, like I said to Kel, it's a bit of a slow start, right? You kind of, it's not even slow. It's just a bit
slow,
much.
but
It's too much to take in. It's not slow.
Yeah.
That's the wrong word.
Yeah, do you know what, Mono? I said it last week. Or the week before. One of the problems was because every man talked about it being German program. I expected it all to be in German. Then when I pressed play, it was an English dub straight away, and I was like, "What are they talking about, bro? They told me this was German, and it wasn't." So then I've realised I got to change the dub and all the rest of it. So I will get back on it.
To be fair, I said it was German but dubbed in English, but it's neither here nor there. It's good. It's good. You just got to get past when things start clicking. You'll be like, shit, I need to see the next one. Like there's a bit that happens and then you'll be into it.
Okay, cool. And also, it's because Merv was like, "Nah, bro, I got to give it time. Like, I got to let it digest." So I was like, "Right," I got a bit scared.
Yeah.
When the man said you got to let it digest, I was a bit shook.
Technically, I could have finished the whole thing, but I thought, no, let it simmer.
Season 3, I watched it in blocks. I couldn't watch it all at once. Like, it took me like about 3 weeks to watch season 3. Like, I had to watch it like 1 to 3, and then 2-week break, and then 4, 5, 6. Then another 2. Like that's how I watched it. It was too much. It's too much for the brain, man. Too much, man.
No, I'll jump on it. I will. After Heroes. All right. So, Rich, I'm trying to bring you back in. Power came out. Did you see the promo video for Power?
I saw it briefly, but it wasn't. It's kind of it wasn't so much different from what we saw previously.
Sorry, Rich, how short the time is briefly in time? Like, is it a second? 30?
Sorry?
In times, how short is briefly? Is it like a minute? Is it 20 seconds?
No, it's about 30 seconds long.
Okay, so you watch 30 seconds of it. Okay, cool. That's cleared up.
Well, how does that make a difference, Mike? You sound a bit
silly. No, I just wanted to gauge what.
Okay, move on. Let's move on from there. Go on, Nate.
I love it.
There was no point in what he just done, but I'm cool with it.
No, I was just trying to set a picture of like what you were saying. So I needed to know.
Okay.
So anyway, I watched Power Book 2, the little kind of trailer thing, and it looked quite good. To be honest, I think what made it more interesting is I watched one of those, those guys that speak about the trailer. And like he lets you know all the things that you didn't see that were in it.
Yeah.
So he started telling who Mary J. Blige was, who Method Man was, who Mary J. Blige's kids were, what he predicted. Like, to be honest, he got me more gassed than just me watching the trailer because I didn't know any of these people. Because it's quite hard watching a Power Book or Power trailer with no Ghost and no Tommy. Like, you expect them to be there, Kanan or something, and it was. None of them were there. And you know what our feelings are about Tariq anyway. So it was quite interesting that a man explained certain things. I was like, okay, cool. I'm a little bit more into it now.
But do you think when it comes out, it will have the same impact to what the original Power was to us? Again, like I said,
I think
Tommy.
I think what will happen in this one is the hate we have for Tariq might change, and we might start liking him.
I doubt that, bro.
I doubt that very much.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
No, I feel. Do you know what? Because it's Tariq's trying to get his mum out of prison. Them thing there. So like, we hated him because he kept on going against Ghost for no reason. Like now,
we hate it because he was just a dick, bro.
Yeah.
He was
straight.
man.
Straight.
Yeah. Okay, he may still have dick moves in this pause, but I think he's a little bit. I don't know. I see him like I might kind of be a bit more like, all right, Tariq's all right. In saying that, you know what? I feel like I should go back and watch Power again, you know? Or is it too soon?
Nah, it's too soon. Too soon.
Yeah.
No, like series 1 and that's been a couple of years.
It's series 1, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think. I think it's too soon.
Yeah, for me, it's too soon.
When is Power Book 2? When's it meant to be coming out? September.
Yeah, next month.
Bloody hell, man. It's come around fast. I think even Power Book 2's coming out too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only just finished this year, you know.
They finished in January because remember they halved the thing and they did or February. They did half.
Way too soon, man.
Make us miss it a little bit. Do you know what I mean? 2
years, I'd say at least 2 years minimum.
Make us miss it, man.
I think if they'd ended it last year, we could have done a whole year. But I feel like because it hasn't been a year, it's a bit thingy. But I think you're actually also going to see the funeral of Ghost. So apparently Ghost is dead. Although some people have got like he's not really dead, but I think he's dead.
Ghost is coming back, man. I can see it now.
Yeah, but if Keelan keeps coming back after the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, then Ghost can definitely
come back.
Like guys, on a level, what's Mike doing, bro?
I don't know, where is he?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like I don't know what he's doing. Okay, cool. He wasn't there.
Mike's just a random guy.
Wow, he's dry crusty toes, you know.
Oh. All right, fuck pal. Anyway, all right. Kel, you sent a message in the group a couple of days ago about a film called Knives Out.
Oh yes, Knives Out, man. There was a random one because I was on my lunch break. I just came downstairs, and the missus was watching it already. And she was like, "Oh, I think you like this." What is it? She goes, "Knives Out." It's been Pa. She goes, "No, I think you like this."
Pa, you know.
Yeah. I dismissed it straight. Like I don't lie. I was like, "Nah, man, I'm not on it." She goes, "No, I think you like it." I'm like, "You're an hour into it." Because I could see when she paused it, it's like an hour and 10 minutes. I'm like, "Also, let's watch it. It's okay. I'll do my own." She goes, "Nah, I'll watch from the start." I was like,
"Oh, so she rewatched it?"
Bro, she rewatched it, bro.
Okay.
Because she thought, I do like murder, Cluedo,
murder mysteries.
Yeah, I do like that kind of stuff anyway. So
that was a lunch break.
Yeah, it was.
Man is really trying to send this to his employers, you know. Nah, but I know the film was 2 hours and 5 minutes.
I know too. But yeah, moving on.
I enjoyed it. You watched it as well,
really good twist.
Yeah, I watched it yesterday actually. Yeah. It's something I've been wanting to watch for a time. Like, and
I never heard of it. I never heard of it.
It's got Daniel Craig in it, isn't it?
Yeah, proper like Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Jamie Lee Curtis,
A-listers, man, big time.
Don Johnson.
No, it's good.
Christopher Plummer. Who else is in it? What's his name? Michael Shannon.
Who's the black guy that was the detective? He's
that's Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah.
He was in Get Out.
Yeah.
He's a good actor, you know.
He is.
Yeah. Have you seen him in Uncut Gems?
No.
Uncut Gems.
Like it took me a while to even realize it was him. Yeah, that's the one with Adam Sandler.
Yes, on Netflix.
If you ain't seen that, that's a good film, man. Trust me. Like if you don't like Adam, Adam Sandler just does some weird films in it, but this film is big. Trust me.
I was out this year though, wasn't it?
No, it came out. But Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
I think about 2 years. I think come out.
Huh?
Yeah, 2
years.
It's
2019, but I think it was released on Netflix this year. I think it came out just for I think Christmas. It came out, so I think it came out.
Yeah. But Knives Out is good, man. It's proper fun. Like, it's a bit unconventional the way they've done it, though, don't you think? Like the reveal. Like,
I didn't expect that to come out just like that. I thought,
you watched it, yeah? You watched it.
That's why I didn't think I was yawning in a group. I was thinking.
I thought you were just being rude.
No, I was being rude at the same time.
I watched it
that's
time ago, so I can't really remember.
At least
it,
to be
but it was
honest.
good.
No, I
Yeah,
thought
good.
it was a very good film. Like I fell asleep, but it was hot yesterday, so I fell asleep and I rewatched it this morning, and I was like, no, this is very good. And the way they did, like I said, the way they did the reveal was interesting because obviously we knew or we thought we knew what had happened, and I was like, okay, so how is this gonna be? Like, I'm just waiting for everyone to kind of find out.
Yeah.
But I thought it was like a sick little twist thing. I enjoyed it.
Bro, the girl in it, the main girl, like when they said about her, when she's like, oh, she throws up and she tells, that was so funny.
That was that was funny. I was laughing. I was laughing.
The thing is, the myths will say that it's a real thing. People have that, you know. People actually have that. It's a real thing.
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
But it's like the way, sometimes when she just went into she just quickly went away and it's like, that was funny, man.
But even the one right at the end, like when she did that reveal, I thought, nah, bro, why are you just gonna rub it in man's face?
What about the murder? Then him admitting it.
Yeah, I thought that was sick. I thought it was sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
No, but personally, I thought the film was rubbish.
What is it? Why do you think it was rubbish, though?
No. Do you know what? I think. Okay, first of all,
was you not entertained? Was it not entertaining for you?
No. Gladiator. No, but I didn't. When Kelsey was big, and I thought the Mav was just started hyping. I thought, you know what? I've got Prime. Let me just watch it. And I thought,
Prime. Yeah. I'm sorry, so I have to say that. Yeah.
The thing is, not everybody knows that either. That's the thing. And I thought it would be like, wow, this is amazing, because I thought all these actors in it, but it just didn't grab me as I thought it would grab me. Yeah, there was funny parts in it, definitely.
But to be honest, I would never say, Rich, watch this film. I would never say it to you, Rich, because I know the kind of films that you like and stuff. So I would never tell you to watch this film.
Like, you know, when I saw Daniel Craig, right, when he first seen, he was just sitting there in the chair, I thought James Bond. I automatically thought he's got to look at James Bond. Then he started speaking in some nonsense accent.
This is why I wouldn't give this film to you.
No, I can't lie to you. When he opened his mouth, I started laughing because I did not expect the accent.
Yeah, it was very left. It was very left.
Like, I thought, I'm so used to this.
Have you seen Daniel Craig in Lucky Logan? Have you seen him in that film?
Yeah, bits of it.
I think he does like a southern accent in it. But
yeah. I think he's probably having fun. He's probably having fun with the accent, man.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't like his acting in the film at all. I just don't think he was what was he, a detective or a hired detective?
Yeah, some private eye or something.
He was nowhere near Columbo. Nowhere near Columbo. It was not a film. People, sorry?
Don't bring Columbo into this. It's unfair.
Exactly.
It's unfair.
There's only one Columbo, man. Come on.
I enjoyed the film. I thought it was quite good. The missus came down and she sat down and she watched it. The next day I said, I need to go back and watch it. She to finish watching it. She was like, no, it's a really good film. And she hadn't watched all of it, but it was a good. I thought it was a very good film.
Yeah, no.
What about Chris Evans' role? Don't you think that was obvious in a sense of him walking out and not being a part of the film, then finally coming back? Then you think that was a kind of,
I didn't think it was obvious.
Not at all.
It wasn't obvious.
Really.
It wasn't obvious because in your mind she did it.
Yeah, and not only that, when they do scenes like that, it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna pay or da da da, and he walks out and he's not there. You are thinking that he's gonna do it, but they will never do the obvious things. But actually, it's like, well, actually they went completely. They did do the obvious thing, which you wasn't expecting them to do. So it was quite smart the way they done that. But yeah.
But so a quick thing, sir.
No, all I was going to say is that you see when, obviously, my man committed suicide, so because of the way that she gave him the drugs, and then when she was speaking to him and she was saying, "Oh, it would take this long, and you'll be gone in this week," so I was thinking, bro, that time has gone. So for me, that was my thing. I was like, that time's gone, bro.
That's what I was thinking as well. I was
like the time's gone, bro. He gave her a whole thing. Okay, go out the house, leave the house, take this right, come back up the stairs. So I was thinking, bruv, you're not dead, bruv. You're good. You're good.
Yeah. The guy gave her the full-blown instructions. How to
like he was excited as well, He's excited. It's like, yes, I get to play one of my characters. But you're not going to come back, though.
but do you know what? I know the nan, right? The woman in the old chair.
Yeah.
I really thought she was a mastermind in one part of it. I thought when someone is so old, doesn't realize anything, and then it comes to the end where she was the mastermind criminal of the whole thing.
Yeah. Just do some Kaiser Soze way.
Yeah. Yes.
Apparently, there's gonna be more films on it, but different stories. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be like a different family or different scenario.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
But Daniel Craig, I think they want Daniel Craig to be in all of them, kind of thing.
Oh, so he's gonna be the Luthor, the detective, whatever.
Yeah.
So he'll be the Columbo. Huh?
That would be good, though. That would be good, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, because to be fair, at first I did think he was a shit detective and he wouldn't know anything, but he knew everything. That's why I thought he was good.
Columbo.
When he kept on saying it's like a donut, so I've got the whole thing and there's a hole in the middle, and then I thought it was this, but there's another hole in the middle. I was thinking, bro, what are you talking about? But yeah, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. And then we had the Nicholas and Nelka documentary that came out.
Yes.
I thought it was a very good documentary. I know some of you, man, didn't watch it. It's got to do with football, so that's cool. What did you think, Kel?
I liked it, man. I liked it a lot. I always, because Anelka always kept himself to himself. I never knew much about Anelka. Obviously, I knew his brothers were like his agents and stuff, and they always portrayed the image that the brothers were troublemakers and were the cause of his downfall, innit?
Yeah,
that's all I knew about Anelka, innit? So just like to get more in depth. You know, him and his family, and like obviously him at PSG and then go to Arsenal, and every club he went to was always like he demanded to leave. Like it was never like it was never a mutual consent. Like okay, you can go. It was always some sort of battle or some sort of beef he had everywhere he went, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, like it was just good to see a backstory of Anelka and the type of character he was. And to see how he just switched on a French coach.
Yeah.
You know what? I just think it's a good example in a sense of young football players, right? Coming into the game, being a superstar, being at a top level, earning so much money, having an arrogance. Because he did have arrogance. You know, when he first came to Arsenal, we don't know who it was, right? So we were excited that he came over to us. I didn't realize the whole Bosman ruling had a major effect on that period of time when the French made a lot of noise back then. I didn't know if you guys knew that, but I was like, I think because there was a major thing that he forced himself to Arsenal, the whole French league had a major uproar.
Because of his age. I think there's a
yeah, it's because of his age, and because it's like they had it in Britain that if you had signed for a Premier League club or you'd been trained by a Premier League club, up to a certain age, you just jump ship. That club deserves some form of compensation.
Mm-hmm.
So I think after the Nelka thing, that's what's happened. So now in Britain, if you're, say, for example, you're trained by Arsenal, then you sign for United as your first professional, they've still got to give some form of kind of compensation to your first club.
Yeah, I think that's what Arsenal did to sign Ox-Chamberlain and Theo Walcott. I think
they had professional contracts at Southampton, so that's why we had to do proper contracts.
Okay, cool.
Fabregas of the world, they will have. Yeah.
Fabregas in Barcelona. Okay. That's why he came to us first, because you could sign a contract in England earlier than you could sign a professional contract in Spain.
Madness. But sorry, going back to a point, at first I didn't realise that part because I think back then there was no Twitter, there was no nothing for us to even know what was
young as well.
We were young. And going on other part of the world. But to me, it was fresh. I think, who's this young kid? And you just realised, when he left Arsenal to go to Madrid, we just thought it was just a normal transfer. Arsenal wanted money, etc. But then, you start realising he's moving quite a lot. What's going on?
Yeah.
And I think this documentary just shows he was arrogant. He was a spoiled brat, At that age, with so much money, you think you're the best. I think he was telling his son, about something, you suck. You play like this, you play like you're playing in training because you suck. I can't remember, but his whole arrogance towards everything, I can tell he's someone you don't want to get an argument with because you just, there's no point. Just walk away and leave it alone. But it was good. Sorry?
No, sorry, go on, sorry.
Oh, yeah, but I think overall was a good documentary. You can tell he's a family man. I think maybe at one point that wasn't what his mindset was. But I think by him getting married and having kids, that's kind of changed his whole persona and the way he is now. And like I said, you know, he's now a real private man, like literally living in Dubai with his family, practicing his religion, training young kids in football. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Definitely, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was amazing to remember how many teams he actually went to in the Premier League.
I know, mad, isn't it?
Yeah, because in my head I'm like Arsenal, but I forget Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, West Brom. I was like, raw.
But did you see the mistake they done in that? They put all the wrong dates of what football teams he went in. Because when they spoke about when he was at West Brom, they mentioned how he worked with Steve Clark at Chelsea. Then a few teams later, then they spoke about Chelsea.
Yeah.
It was a bit weird because they messed up all the dates.
As in, it wasn't in sequential order.
It just didn't make sense. Why did they do that for?
And it's mad to see, like, you know, like when he missed that penalty in the semi-finals against Man United.
Yeah,
it's mad that it's still to today. He still haunts him.
Him.
It burns him. You know what I mean? And I thought, after that, it's got in it. But yeah, man, it's just...
But he won trophies. He was like, yeah, no, I don't deserve it. I can't even say that I was a part of this thing. Like, I just played in the final. Like, there wasn't nothing to do with me. Was it? He won it with Real Madrid.
Yeah, Champions League. Yeah.
Champions League, and that was, I couldn't even seeing people like Steve McManaman and them was back in. Do you remember? Steve McManaman was there.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, yeah, nah, that's not really my trophy because I didn't really deserve it. I didn't really do much for it. And I was like, raw.
Yeah, but you can tell he's really hard on himself.
Yeah.
Really, really hard on himself. And I think the harder you're on yourself, the more pressure you put on yourself to succeed. And if you don't succeed, then obviously the frustration builds from there.
And I think it also brought back that whole French team. That French team was animals.
Oh, please.
And the thing is, Arsenal had a lot of those animals.
Like,
oh, yeah.
Bruv, we even had Wiltord. Like, and you forget that Wiltord was like a proper international.
No, but the thing is, people still don't rate... Well, from Arsenal fan, I rate Wiltord. But people forget about Wiltord, you know, how much of an engine worker he was.
And seeing Henry, like Henry and Anelka, hard, gee, could you imagine if they were both at Arsenal together?
I know.
But this is the thing. When I saw them in the French squad, I thought, I can't remember Henry and Anelka together. I was just like, did they ever play together in Arsenal? I thought,
no.
No.
I think we got rid of Ian. We brought Anelka in to push out Ian Wright. I think it was. That was.
Well, I don't know if it's the push out Ian Wright, but yeah, Anelka was supposed to be Anelka and Bergkamp. I think that was like 2008. I think it was, isn't it? No, sorry, 98. Sorry, when we won the double. When he scored, because I remember he scored in the final against Newcastle in the FA Cup.
Yeah, I remember that yesterday. I remember that.
Yeah.
So,
Other work experience.
That leg thing he done, and it's bang.
Yeah.
And even when remember when he did that sign where he got like in trouble and like obviously that's like the news and everything else because like no one knew what he was doing, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know. It made no sense to me. It's just another celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Yeah, shout out Anelka, boy.
And to be fair, you don't. Sorry, I said you don't have to be a football fan either. It is a good watch.
I think he's pointing at Murph.
They're not watching it.
No.
I'm saying, viewers.
No. My brother watched it as well. He doesn't follow football. He said it's really good. So it's something that I need to get around to watching anyway.
Yeah, and some football man won't watch it, like Mike.
We'll watch it.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm going to watch it and then I don't watch it and then you say, "Oh, did you watch it?" I will watch it and I'll let you know when I watch it.
All right, you do that. All right. Someone put in the group this morning yesterday, I don't know, I was tired yesterday. Shia LaBeouf, X-Men reboot. What's that about? Iceman?
Yeah, I saw that last night on Twitter and I thought, oh, God. I thought, do you know what? I don't know much about the character Iceman, apart from what I've seen, like in animation and stuff like that. And I thought, what are they planning to do with X-Men? How far back are they looking to go, and how are they going to intertwine it with everything else? Are they just going to concentrate on just a whole new change of characters, or what are they going to do? and I thought Shia LaBeouf, and I thought the guy's had issues in the last few years with just being a normal human being, let alone being a part of X-Men.
Is it confirmed though?
Cool.
Well, it's heavily rumored.
Could be like a massive move for him, innit? Like a game changer, like Robert Downey
Tony
Jr.
Stark.
Robert Downey
See,
Jr.
same thing thinking. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and he's really committed to his work though. When he does his acting, man, he proper.
Yeah.
Like even I think
Zones out.
in one of his latest roles that he's doing, I think he had to get a tattoo for it or something. Like like obviously the tattoo is just cosmetic and it's like they can remove it, but he's actually got the real tattoo of the whatever role he's supposed to be playing. Like I thought, this guy's committed, boy. But yeah, I think yeah. Cause when you said it, I thought, as Iceman, and I know like what's his name? Can't remember his name, but his name's Bobby, isn't it? But yeah, he's supposed to be quite funny and quite light-hearted character. So I can imagine him pulling it off quite well.
Yeah. So as I was just clicking the Googles, there's also rumors that he's going to play someone called Moon Knight. So apparently it's not Iceman. He's going to play Moon Knight, which is apparently one of the, I guess, enemies or whatever. But he's going to play a character called Moon Knight. I don't know.
Rich, to give us the wrong information and we're just there talking about it.
No, it's just
cut this part out of there. Cut this part.
Moon Knight apparently is a werewolf.
Oh.
I'm not full 30, not even nothing to do with ice either, bro.
No, hold on. What do you mean?
Moon Knight is a werewolf.
He didn't even read what he said. He just said it.
It's heavily rumored.
It's from E-Talk. It's from E-Talk. E-Talk a regular site that I always go on.
Cool, man. No, bro, I read what you sent us. I mean, while I was talking to you, I just Googled. For one thing said, first X-Men cast Shia LaBeouf as the Iceman. And then someone says rumoured to be Iceman. And then the Daily Mail said he was somebody else. They said he was going to be...
it's Daily Mail. Come on, geezer. Come on.
Fair enough, bro. I just Googled it, bro.
No, but it'd be interesting to see what happens in, like Mo said, it could be a whole Robert Downey Jr. kind of reboot his whole career and see where he goes from there. Hopefully, it can be a success and hopefully be a part of other films going forward.
Okay.
He's a good actor. I watched him from when he was about 12 years old or something.
In Holes?
No, it's another show. I can't remember now.
I don't think I've seen him. I haven't seen him.
Boy Meets World, isn't it?
Is it Boy Meets World?
Boy Meets World. No, isn't that him? No.
No, it looks similar though. It does look similar to the guy I know you're talking about. But I think the first thing I saw him in was Transformers, actually.
Oh, really? No, it was Even Stevens.
Even
Stevens. That was a great TV show.
I didn't watch Nickelodeon them times. I think I watched him in Holes. That was probably one of the first ones I watched him in.
Even Stevens, that was from the first time, and it was hilarious.
Never seen this program in my lifetime.
I've never even heard of it.
And I saw him, and I think I saw him in Will Smith Robot.
iRobot. Yeah, for real. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's. But you know the ones like you see someone for the first time, and it's like you don't even register until you see him in something later, and you're like, oh, it's him.
All right, cool. Has anyone else been watching anything else recently? I've been watching Heroes, but apart from that, has anyone else been watching anything?
I watched a little mini series on Netflix called Stateless. That was quite interesting. Like about some Australian citizen getting wrongfully put into an immigration concentration camp. Like it's based on a true story, innit? Like it's got I don't know if you've ever seen Handmaid's Tale, but it's got what's the name?
What? I heard about that. Is that good?
Handmaid's Tale is sick, bro.
Yeah,
I watched it.
I've been hearing good stuff about that.
I mean, like I wasn't really on it. I heard about it, but when I started it, I just binged the whole thing, man.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's serious, but it's not for the light-hearted, that's for sure. But that was quite good. It's like it's got Kate Blanchett in it.
Yes.
What's his name? Jai Courtney. Dominic West, your boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, yeah. But yeah, it's only like 6 episodes, isn't it? But I guess if you're into those sort of things, isn't it? It's like, it's quite good, easy watch as well.
Okay. Give it a go.
And Transformers. I saw it on Netflix, isn't it? 6 episodes, 24 minutes. So I had to watch it, isn't it?
You know, I think I tried to watch it, but I didn't like the animation. I didn't like the way.
Yeah.
Animation at all.
And from time Peter Cullen's not even doing Prime's voice, man. It's violation.
Yeah,
bro.
I just parred it. I just straight parred it straight away.
Can I just say I watched Infinity War today?
Well, how many times have you watched that film?
I'm sorry, I cannot stop watching Infinity War and Endgame. I tried to run away from it, but Thanos, this guy.
Endgame's
Destiny still arrives.
Don't watch Endgame again. It's boring for me. Endgame.
Is it boring because you know what's going to happen, girl?
No, I just think the storyline.
Stop the pod.
The storyline, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Really? You can't. Nah, I'm so.
It's the heat getting to him, guys. It's the heat.
No, because don't forget, when I initially watched Endgame, I didn't really like it. I think I mentioned, I said, I prefer Infinity War. And then
I'm the opposite. I liked it when I first watched it. But
yeah,
watched it again,
I don't know. I watched Endgame and again, and I thought, Jesus Christ, what have they done to this film?
Richard, this side is so fresh as well, you know. Endgame.
Honestly.
Endgame.
Yeah. I said to myself,
End the game.
End the game. What, end the game? The African, you know. End the game. End the game. End the game. End the game. So you said end the game. But no, honestly, but seriously, Endgame is there's no film's gonna be. There's no villain. I can't see any villain topping Thanos ever.
You know what? We've got to do a revisit to Endgame, man.
Thank you, please. Thank you.
But,
all right, I'm on it. I'm on it because I don't think there's any new series coming before the end of the month. Like September's going to be the next kind of big start off new series. We'll go back to Disney Plus and revisit.
Review.
Yeah, revisit whatever. All right, cool. All right, guys. Sorry, let me put a
sorry, guys. Quickly, there's a Deathstroke Warner Brothers anime.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I've seen that. I saw it come up on my cinema, my alternative platform app. I haven't watched it yet. I googled it to see if it was new, but
yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Yeah, it's a good watch.
All right, cool.
Oh, you've actually seen it, yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't watch on YouTube the preview on YouTube or nothing like that?
No, I've seen it all. I've seen 2 days, the whole film, start to end.
So it's a film, but if I'm correct, there was also a series about it as well, though, isn't there?
No, it's not linked to.
Oh, it's not linked to the series.
But it's the story. You know what they do when they retell a story? So it's a story that you might be aware of, depending on what you. No, you won't because you haven't watched things. So you'll be all right. But Kel, you'll know the story, and so will you know. But it's still a watchable thing. I basically, Nate hasn't watched the Titans, has he?
No.
Titans. Oh, no.
So you know the series 2 storyline.
Yeah.
He's kind of like retelling that.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like Titans, but it's that plot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have a butcher. We can talk about it next week then. I'll have a butcher. It did come up. I'll watch it. I say I'll watch it tonight, but no, the weather's going to make me fall asleep. All right. Also, sorry, public announcement, Rich. Last week, people were telling me that I was a little bit harsh on you with the Fully Geek Pod does up mastermind with you.
Oh, did they? Oh, did they?
Well,
Calm down, man.
The exact words were, "What's the matter with your boy?" I said, "Allow him, like he's cool." Like, but nah. I tell you what, I want to give you another goal because I think it's a bit harsh because I did count it and I think I got to like 4 or something like that, and I thought it was a bit out of order. So I want you to think of a different show that probably more of us are invested in, and then we'll go from there. So if you, Yeah, so by the end of this, if you let me know, and then we'll just re-put you in the thing.
Don't say even Stevens either.
Yeah, something that we all watch, though, isn't it? Like,
Okay,
all right,
cool.
which brings me on to this week's Fully Geek Pod Does Up Mastermind. This week, we are concentrating on man like Kel.
Jeez. Shit, doghead.
But before we concentrate on Kel, yeah.
Come
Sorry,
on.
Kel. Sorry, I ruined it. I know. We
Sorry,
go back. We edit that. We edit that. We edit
Remember
that.
that
We
thing that you was
edit that.
talking about 30 minutes ago, yeah?
Edit that. Nah. I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry, guys.
Man ruined it.
It was all you lot, man. All this. Just let me say it.
All right, go on there.
Have you really forgot,
I
Marlon?
probably forgot. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. All right.
So what happens? You touch Mike's age.
You're older than me.
Nice.
All right, guys, let's go, man.
All right, Kel, what is your chosen topic?
Heroes season 1 and 2. I'm scared.
Okay, Heroes season 1 and 2. So you've got 10 questions.
Yep.
Okay, based on Heroes.
Go on.
Yeah. Okay. So question 1.
Wow. All right, cool.
What did you want an intro?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? No, go.
All right, these are questions taken from Heroes season 1 and 2. All right, question 1. Sylar,
Yeah.
the villain for the first season of the show, picked his name off from the front of a watch.
Yeah.
What was his given name before picking up this name?
What is your name?
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Full name, please.
Oh, come on. Gabriel. I don't know his surname. I can't remember his surname.
His full name was Gabriel Gray.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would not have got that.
Merv, what are you saying? Is that half a point?
Yeah.
Why Merv? What?
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say. What's okay?
All right, guys. Just questions at the end.
It's not your turn, Rich. Not your turn.
All right. Who ended up killing Lindemann?
Oh,
I know.
DL.
DL, correct. All right. In the future, season 1, episode 20, who is the president of the United States?
It's a trick question. Sylar.
Okay, tell me why.
Because it looks like Nathan Petrelli, but it's really Sylar.
All right, correct.
That's a
Well
bonus.
done.
That's a bonus.
No, it's not a bonus, but it's correct. All right. There is a bonus in this next question. All right. While Mohinder is in his apartment in season 1, a man tries to attack him. He is saved by a young woman who was close to his father. What is her name?
I'm shit with names, man.
What's your son's name again?
Whose name, Rich?
His son's name again.
Mohinder?
Oh, fuck.
No. He's talking about the girl that rescued that basically was working for Noah, but Mohinder didn't know. I can see the face. I know her, but I just can't remember the name.
All right, no worries. No worries.
Yeah.
Her name was Eden McCain,
I wouldn't have got that. Man.
but her actual real name was Sarah Ellis.
Okay, yeah.
Because Mohinder knew her as one thing, but really she was a different thing.
Yeah.
All right. Who is the first character that we meet at the beginning of Series 1, Episode 1, which was called Genesis? Who was the first hero we was introduced into?
Jesus. Come on, bro.
Did you watch it?
Come on, man. It's obvious. That gave you a clue.
Peter. Was it Peter, though?
Dum, dum, da-da-da, dum.
That's the worst rendition of count I ever heard, Rich. Worst.
Well, listen.
I'll say Peter Petrelli. I'll just say Peter Petrelli.
Peter Petrelli was the correct answer.
Okay, cool.
Giza, seriously, what's taking so long to answer that question? Peter Petrelli is the big...
Well, I ain't watched that since 2000. When did it come out? I knew that.
Nah, man, I thought it was a trick question.
No. All right. What did Hero believe was his sacred object that would help him control his powers?
Hero.
Hiro.
Was it the Kenzai sword?
It was a samurai sword, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, 3 more questions. As the second episode began, sorry, a lot of this is season 1. I apologize because season 2 is shit.
Yeah.
As the second episode began, Hero found himself standing in Times Square, having transported from Japan. He turned to a newsstand and saw a comic book with his own face on it. What was the title of this book or the title of this comic?
Oh, come on, man.
That's difficult, man. That's hard.
Heroes?
Ninth Wonder. Or Ninth
Oh,
Wonder.
yeah, of course. Yes. Yeah, Ninth Wonder. Yeah.
All right. Okay. While teaching India, to what animal does Mahinda Suresh compare God to?
Oh, these are some deep questions, you know, bro.
All right. It's an insect. That's a bit easier. He compared
Cockroach. Yeah,
cockroach. Yes.
Yeah, cockroach. Yeah.
A cockroach. Okay. Because obviously with cockroaches you can't ever really kill them because they're
That's a myth though. But anyway, go on.
Yeah. No, I know because they just landed. All it is the eggs are in your shoes and you walk the eggs around. The cockroach that you killed died. All right. Which character can block the powers of other heroes as well as erase a person's memories?
The Haitian.
The Haitian.
Come on.
In the last question, yeah. In episode 3, Claire, the high school cheerleader, snuck away from a party with the member of the football team. What position did the boy play on the team?
I was going to say quarterback.
It has to be quarterback.
It was a quarterback. It was a quarterback.
Everyone's a quarterback. Everyone's a quarterback in the film. Everyone's a quarterback.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Don't forget to give the half as well.
6.5.
Yeah.
Decent.
Cool.
Well
I'm
done.
the comic book Knife, of course, Knife Wonder. Yeah.
Knife Wonders. Yeah, I know. The thing is, when you first hear it, you're thinking, wow, what is that? But when you know it's Knife Wonders, you're like, oh yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right, that was decent, Kel. That was decent. Well done.
Oh, cool.
Well
All right, Rich, have you thought? Sorry, who's next week actually?
I remember what I was
Rich
going
can
to say
go
about
again
it.
if he wants to. Now, I don't mind.
What I was going to say, Nate, is if like what you said to Rich, because you lot didn't watch Everyone Loves Raymond. It's going to be the same thing with Lost, no?
No, we all watched. Look,
No, we watched Lost. I didn't like it. I watched it.
Okay.
Not me though.
Anyway, the polar bears and stuff. But is there Lost particular series or Lost in general?
I'm good with any Lost. I don't
All right.
mind.
So what do you want to go next week?
That confidence, you know, I like it. Any
I'm
Lost
zero, proper
Any
zero.
Any Lost,
that's what Richard said. Yeah, any episode of
Nah, man, Lost is so deep to me. I kind of watch it like once a year. Don't judge me. That's my geek stage right there.
All right. So Marlon's Lost next week. Mike, what are you? You are.
I'm reviewing because of what you said today. So I'm just going to go back and give you a review.
Do Preacher, man.
I think Brooklyn Nine-Nine, no?
No, but you lot don't watch it. So it's not
Do Preacher. I watch Preacher. So
No, I do watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I just don't watch it as much as you do, but I do watch it.
Yeah, but no, like I don't know where the line is drawn, innit? Like one person watches it, you can do the questions. If more than
All right, cool. You think of something, and then we'll do it. And who's doing my questions for me? I'm the wire.
let Rich do it for you, man. He's got revenge on his mind.
I Rich don't watch the wire.
What?
Yeah, I didn't watch The Wire.
Did you watch the wire?
I finished the whole thing.
Yeah, Rich, you do it then.
Okay, have you watched it multiple times? Are you a wire head or?
I'm not a whitehead, but I've watched it. All
right, cool.
I'm not a whitehead. I've watched it.
All right, cool.
All right, Kel, do me a favor.
Yo,
I'll oversee Nate when he's doing my questions. If Nate's doing them, he takes the piss a little bit.
what do you mean,
Try and throw in like who was the executive producer of episode 4 in season 8?
Otherwise, you came with confidence, man. Own it. You came with that confidence. Man.
Yeah, you got old enough.
Man said any Lost, I watch it once a year. No.
All right.
Set yourself up.
Cool. I'll watch it, yeah? All right, cool.
All right, people. That's episode 56. I'll see you, man, in the week, man.
Have a good week, peeps.
Yeah.
Peace.
later.